Look at the Sydney Swans. The key there, I think, is Barry Hall. A late withdrawal as well. Jude Bolton comes out with a hamstring injury. Jason Saddington is in. They've won 4 of their last 5. Their midfield is playing hard. They're doing pretty well. They've got their detractors, but winning form is good form, you've got to say, and Sydney doing that. Michael Johnson with a job, as we saw on Barry Hall. How about that? Sunday football from the SCG. The Shadows from the light tower reaching the centre. Jolly was up very early. Longmuir catches the football and kicks it inside the forward 50. Awkward bounce coming up to meet at Medhurst. Claim. Pavlich has got it. 48 metres out. Tugs it down towards full forward. Going back Sandilands. Loose ball in the square. Kennelly picks it up. Gets a hand pass to Kirk. They're away. Ball. The former Eagle. Up to half back. Well done by Grover. Knocks it away from O'Keefe. Charging in was Jeff Farmer. A man who's resurrected his career in the last 5 or 6 weeks. He's been terrific. Good to hear the Calicos wave there too. Kennelly short to the pocket.
Gee, I thought that might have been the start of a song then.
Gets it away to Davis. Can't think of one down. Ablett's hand pass into space. Barry takes on Gilmore and beat him. Gets a hand pass away. Back to Davis, who's pushed up hard. Williams in trouble. Cook came at him hard. Williams head over the football now. Barry. Cook does well. On to the next man. Dragged him down. Bought a bit of time. Williams hard against the boundary line. Pulls it towards full forward. Needed to punch Longmuir. McVeigh, good last week against the Blues, comes in and gets the goal. First goal of the afternoon.
That's why I went pick 5 in 2002. Farmer, nice palm down, got it to Smith. Long kick towards Sandilands, almost but not quite to ball. Ball still alive. Medhurst threads his way through traffic, goes with a centering ball back to Smith. Big 3 goals over his 19 games, and that's pretty good off the boot, Dermot. Prove what you said. Good kick, and the Dockers have their opener.
O'Keefe. 10 metres in from the line. Not a bad effort. It's tight. Taller than the post, so the goal umpire's got a decision to make. Wrong side of it. That post, of course, as we know technically, extends to infinity.
Short and dangerous. McVeigh cut it off. Goes to O'Loughlin. Never normally misses from here and doesn't this time. Michael O'Loughlin on the board.
Well, obviously, yes.
The other thing is, too, a lot of forwards who are marking forwards had bad hands because they get their hands to the footy, and the spoiling fist used to mangle them up a bit too.
Good use his fist. Down to Williams, opposite number 10. Ex-Swan Cook got on his back. And Williams, ex-Magpie Williams, has the short pass to the hot man. McVeigh has taken the mark about 45 out. He started taking the mark 40 from goal, but completed at 45 from goal.
It was a good lead, though. He knew what he was doing for a midfielder. I haven't seen him play out of the goal square before, but he saw the opening there in the gap. Young Thornton up against him, a lot taller Thornton.
Already has one. And will kick from that line of the centre square, which is the 50-metre arc, and lines it up perfectly. Swans hot early.
Thrown in. It fell short of the ruckman. Shammer in trouble. Got the handball away. Well done. Charging in was Matthews. Missed it. Crowley to Bell. Just forward of the wing. Chips to Hazelby. And Hazelby's taken the mark 40 metres out. Who bends it back right to left. Lovely kick. Wonderful skills, this man.
Sandilands won it, but down to Buchanan. Play on not 15. Crowley, well, he did get paid the mark.
Late call.
Kicked it towards half forward, and I'm sure he didn't know he was going to get paid at Buchanan. McVeigh, Kennelly. They want to go to the open side. Spearing past Goods away through the corridor. Even better. Inside 50, he was dumped after he kicked it. And the worst possible man's going to get it, Barry Hall.
Daniel Gilmore just a little bit over-exuberant there. And it wasn't a great kick going forward. Yeah, no malice in it, but jumped to get him. Oh, the ball's well left.
Barry Hall lines them up and sends it home. Goal umpire didn't move. Look out, Freo.
And And Matthews goes to him and stands right in the corridor to make sure Bell has someone to mind.
Josh Carr to his own advantage, at least initially. Buchanan across half-back, wheels around, kicks it through the centre square. Davis comes up to meet it. Well played Thornton, step for step. O'Keefe deflects it back into the path of Davis. His hand pass finds Matthews on the bounce. 60 metres out from goal, shows a lot of the ball to Carr. Carr came over the top and landed very heavily. The kick intended for Kirk. On his knees in there, Shammer gave it to Schofield. His hand pass was behind Crowley. Buchanan, surrounded by Dockers, did it well. Got it to Kennelly. Kennelly into space. Williams coming back, takes the mark. Man on in the pocket if he can get back quickly enough. Spots him, goes down towards O'Loughlin, who did it well with the boot. One this afternoon.
Got two.
He's got two now. He got 6 against Freo, round 14, 2003 on this ground. He's off to a fast start this afternoon.
A 2-goal start to Michael O'Loughlin. Didn't have a touch in the first half against Carlton last week, then had a cold shower at half-time and said he received a smack in the head at half-time as well and came out and kicked 4 goals in the second half. Ball inside 50 again for the Dockers, so they've been inside 50 more than the Swans. Kennelly to ball toward half forward. Ball thumped clear by Mundy, and he gathers his own crumb nicely. Not a lot to go to. Shammer by hand, the best option. He spears the pass to Longmuir. Actually broke the agility test record of that draft camp as well. Longmuir slots it home. They needed that one inside a minute to quarter time.
Good to see Paul Williams back.
And Jolly is still hobbling around. He's going to have to come off the boy. I reckon he got one direct on the knee.
Here's Bell. Gets through, settles, 45 metres out, kicks. That's a wonderful effort. Terrific by the skipper. Adelins knocks it down. In comes Bell. Crouched at his ground. Breaks away from the back pocket then. Long kick towards midfield. Hall in front takes a good mark, looking into the sun. Little sleight of hand too, if you don't mind. Told to play on now for being too clever by half. Alongside the centre circles, comes down towards right half forward. Oh, clever by Davis. He sold a pup to Thornton, turns around and kicks a goal. Let the youngster overcommit and did him. Barry back to the square. Kennelly, interesting kick. Held a long time in the air, but Ablett able to take the mark just before Hazelby got there. Now freed up on the outer side. Roberts Thompson carries it like a loaf of bread. Hand passes back towards the middle and Bolton inside the centre square. Penetrating kick. O'Loughlin, well, should have marked it as it turned out. Found it on the ground. Gets a hand pass away. Saddington to Matthews. Matthews doesn't kick a lot of goals. Gets this one. Straight through the middle. Quickly. They're doing a bit of work in the shadows down there. Now Barry drives it to the outer side. They've got 3-on-1. The one is Medhurst, and he's doing pretty well at the moment. Saddington tracks him. Saddington needed to track the ball. Well done, Medhurst. Gilmore kicks inside the forward 50. Roberts Thompson comes across and has paid the mark. Wants to play on. End-to-end stuff. Buchanan slips a handball away, inspired himself. That was too slick. Eventually now a chance for the Dockers. Schofield to Bell to Farmer. 45 metres out. He comes. Fires from 45. Touch. That's a wonderful kick. The stamp of quality. Farmer puts it through.
Yeah, I think young Michael Johnson lost the side of the footy with the handball that came to him. Just that one that's trickling on the ground now. It's just...
He looked at the umpire.
Mundy's going, oh, please don't. Was it Crowley, wasn't it?
Crowley had a guilty look on his face. Davis. Mundy in hot pursuit. Got it away. Farmer. Saddington. Davis got it back again. Wobbles it inside 50. Race on. Matthews gets there first. Gets away from Gilmore. Hands to Goods. Likes the look of them. Sizes them up. And nails it.
Barry takes on and evades 99% of everybody in the league. Twice today he's taken on Troy Cook, and Cook has just clamped onto him. He's such a good tackler.
Shammer emerges with the football, goes to Crowley, back towards Shammer, running backwards just outside the 50, got into his move cleverly around O'Keefe, and runs it up short of the wing, kicks beyond the wing. Pavlich marks it, feeds it back inside the corridor. Gilmore gets away thanks mainly to his left foot, sends it long down towards full forward.
That's a hold.
and he'll get the free kick. Now Farmer, 20 metres out, comes in and gets the goal. His second.
28 goals for the season now, Jeff Farmer. Played every game this year. And they edge closer. Longmuir to do the ruck work. Bell thought he was going to shark it. Coming in, Malcheski got there first. To Kirk. High towards Davis. Knocked away by Thornton. The umpire's seen a free. And it'll go to Davis. Said that Thornton held him.
There's room out to this near side of the ground. Now, he's a monster kick, Davis, when he gets hold of it. And he looks like he fancies himself here.
See the jumper stretching away from the body. Only slightly, but the umpire only metres away. So from inside the corner of the centre square, Davis, who has one, to get the instant reply. Loads up. That's a long launch off the boot. Sensational. Well, you know, it is the end of the financial year.
Just boundary throw in. I'd say that we'll all lose our enthusiasm. There goes the kick for ball, and the mark is taken by Hall. Sun's still a problem, as you can see the umpire shielding his eyes. No problem for the goal umpire, just looks up right over his hat.
It's the best cover of any
Should there
post.
be uniform fatness across all grounds?
No, no, give it to the game. Here's Thornton up from the back pocket. Like people, it should vary slightly. Ball gets a hand pass away. Thornton, Bell, that was Bell the first time, goes short, and the mark is taken by Pavlich.
And just like Bell in football, where we'd have short goal posts as well.
Yeah, they're point posts.
Yeah, shorter than the short ones.
Comes back to Parker. 66 plays 45. Gilmore now on the broadcast side. I think the fattest ever were at the Wacker in the old days.
So you're going to give us a circumference there.
But no,
You are the centimetre man.
I knew you were precise, Dennis, but if you had pulled out the circumference...
Bolted over the top, knocked it down. Dempster missed the target. It was intended for Kirk. Dempster did well to come again. Now Kirk at half back. Lays it off. This is O'Keefe. O'Keefe kicking towards half forward. Nobody behind this pair. So Davis now, well, it didn't sit for him quite as he would have liked. As a result, had to come back against the flow. Sends it long. Well done by Johnson. He went back with the involuntary spoil. They were wrestling 10 metres out, and Hall, I think, will get the free. Anyway, Hall's got the ball, and he's red hot as he sinks his third. Kennelly at left half back. Margin 27 points. Kennelly decides to take off. Pavlich gets across, cuts down the angle, but then slipped over, so Kennelly is freed. Kicks inside the forward 50. Out comes Hall, spilt the mark. Johnson there to Crummett. Short passes up towards the wing, taken by Gilmore in the shadows. Gilmore to midfield. That was a nice kick. Good to see Webster back. Seems to be okay. Inside the 50. Down goes Medhurst. It's going to be a free kick. Dockers needing a boost. Kicks it very high. But it's fine. Goal to the Dockers.
The ruckmen almost daring each other to go at it. You've got Sandlands, Hall, Jolly, and also Johnson coming at this one. In the end, Jolly went for it, thumped it backwards. Big ball to win that. Buchanan gave it to Williams, kicks around the body to Hall. 3, and that would have been a goal if there was only a metre away, Matt. Barry Hall's got 4.
He's in the foreground, but still working hard. You've got to give him that.
Late tackles. He's been thereabouts.
Ablett got it to Buchanan, who kicks inside the forward 50. Storming up O'Loughlin to Williams. Into space goes Saddington, kicks the goal.
Oh, this hurt.
26 minutes on the clock, third term, in the shadows of three-quarter time. Williams, Ablett got the kick away, bouncing ball, bounced unkindly for everyone. O'Loughlin, who made a half volley, looked like a gift, gave to Buchanan, he threads it. Awesome to watch.
Ball is on for the short one. He can take it and go, decides to hand pass. Well, A rather reckless handball, and the end Buchanan lost it. Murphy's got it. Chance for the Dockers. Medhurst goes square. Gilmore's taken the ball. He's right on the 50. This will test him. He's bending it back. It's a very good effort. It's a lovely goal. Interesting boundary umpire. Muir looked at the central umpire, then I think almost pleading his case for deliberate.
It's a big throw.
He's doing well. PB. Ball got it to Williams. Kicks inside the forward 50 yet again. O'Loughlin down there with Parker. Matthews read it best off hands. Wheels around. Now what will he do? Solve the dummy. Goes to O'Loughlin. And O'Loughlin pops it through. Well done, Matthews. Always his intention to lay it off. Black. Carr missed it. On his knees, heard the voice from Murphy, tackled in midair by Roberts-Thompson, dumped unceremoniously. Kirk feeds it out, taken by Williams to Matthews. Certainly doing much as they like now. They're just sharing it around. This is O'Keefe.
They're going to be under some pressure soon.
Looks towards the middle. O'Loughlin.
Yeah, but I just hope these kids stand up.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm patting them on the back here. They've been fantastic. Yeah. They've already gone inside forward 59 times in this last quarter, Sydney.
O'Loughlin from long range. Kicks his fourth. That's Mundy. Breaks away, goes out wide. The mark is taken at right half back by Shammer. Found some form this afternoon. Possibly the best two players for the Dockers right there. Cook and Shammer. Cook to Parker. Thought about going. I think that was a quasi going. But he's allowed to keep it. Back to Shammer. Shammer beside the centre circles. That's better. Pavlich on the move. Comes and takes it on his chest. Pavlich. Good effort. Quality kid.
And what an inspiration he has been. Fremantle's next 4 rounds. Kangaroos next week. Roberts-Thompson thumped it down. Just overrunning it. Smith. Still got a chance. Farmer. Lively. Tucked into the pocket. Centering ball outside of the foot. That was sensational from Jeffrey Farmer. Was a first-round draft pick, 12th overall in 2003. And he sends it home. Little bit of wallpaper over the cracks.
Taken by O'Keefe, who's immediately claimed. 3 Dockers have got him, and will have a bounce.
Look, the result was apparent, you know, a minute or so for sure into the last quarter. But they haven't got blown off the face of the map, the Dockers, so won't be happy, Chris Connolly, with the result. But at least he knows that he hasn't been totally put away as a club here today.
Needs to get this away quickly. If there's a chance for a late score, Crouch toward full forward. Siren sounds as Longmuir marks. You can see the disappointment on his face. It wasn't for the fact he wasn't going to get a stat. It was for the fact that the Dockers were disappointing this afternoon. A 38-point victory to the Sydney Swans.